So, Mr. Applegate, just want to show you a few other things. Tony, after I got done with the other video, Tony pointed out to me that this deck back here, this deck frame was loose, and you could raise and lower the deck independently of the rest of the boat. Now that's all tied together now, so that's all in good shape now. Now, the covering, this is called the covering board right here. Covers the shelf board. And this one was exhibiting rot back here. Someone had, I think I've kind of explained this to you before, someone had done a splice with the wrong species. This is probably genuine mahogany, very nice mahogany, probably genuine, but they had done a splice of the wrong species. And then there was another rotted piece up here that I think it's over on a rack someplace. Anyhow, but what we're going to do is, this was one piece originally. This was one piece from here back to here. So since we have rot here and wrong species here and a rotted piece here, that we're going to replace this whole section right here. This one we'll probably do what's called a Dutchman. Right up here, we're going to slice this part off that's busted. It's also rotted. We'll slice that at an angle. We'll put a piece of the same species on here, glue it together, and you actually won't be able to see. We'll pick our grain such that you won't be able to see that it's a separate piece. This piece right here we're going to have to remake. It has a lot of rot on the ends. You getting old? Well, that'll make you old fast. So we've got a lot of rot on this piece, all along this piece, and as you can, there you go. As you can see, it's rotted down here. So this piece gets changed, as does the mirror to this piece over on the other side. So just so you know what our plan is here. And over on the other side, the mirror to this piece, we have a couple of spots that were gouged out, perhaps rot. I'm not sure, but there we go. Someone put 5200 caulk in here, so which is not the correct thing to do. So we'll do what's called a Dutchman in here, and when I was spoken to like a Dutch uncle by my dad, it was because my dad was cheap. So the idea is that we put a Dutchman in here. I had another boat we did a Dutchman. You really actually couldn't even see the Dutchman. So anyway, that's what we'll do here, is a Dutchman. This piece will get, I think this piece will get reused. Oh, yeah, it doesn't have a serious amount of rot in it. So, matter of fact, I don't see any rot in it. I think there was a little bit. You say you think there was a little bit of rot in it? Anyway, nothing that we can't fix on that piece. So let's see. It seemed like I had something else I was going to tell you, but oh yeah. The wiring. It's the old cloth insulated wiring. Was used back in the 50s, and as you can see, there are a lot of bare places on this wiring. Nearly every wire has bare spots on it. Now, we did a complete rewire job on that boat right over there, and it's about $2,000. And that's only wiring from here all the way back to the engine, all the way back to the tank, the fuel tank, and your lights and so forth. So, but what we found on this one over here is the wire that was inside the loom was actually okay. So we could do just a butt splice. We could do just a butt splice where the wiring is bad, and wire and ignore what's in the loom and assume that what's in the loom is okay. And as you can see right where it comes out of the loom, there's a bunch of bare spots on this. Right where it comes out of the loom, all kinds of bare spots on the back of the dash. So all that would get replaced. We would just leave what's in the loom alone. But, you know, I'm not recommending that. I'm looking in the loom. This didn't have this kind of loom all the way back. It's actually, those are upholstery scraps of your original upholstery. And there's all these open spots. So we don't have this loom all the way back. I'm going to recommend a rewire job. Yeah, I'm going to recommend a rewire job, and we'll see. We'll see if you agree. If not, I could, like I say, I could just replace what's behind the dash. That absolutely has to be done as we wire in the new gauges, and there's money for that in the wire in of the gauges. We can probably absorb that in that portion of the project. So, or at least absorb some of that, because we are going to be dealing with all the wiring on the back anyhow as we wire in the gauges. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Let me know what you think.